Hello and welcome everybody. Today we are watching Team Training Wheels against Essence Gaming, both Division C West teams. And we are in a lobby right now, waiting for teams to be ready. So far we've gotten some bans and a map pick. We've got Brax's Holdout and Cursed Hollow banned by Team Training Wheels, and Battlefield of Eternity and Dragonshire banned by Essence Gaming. And then Team Training Wheels picked the map because they lost the coin toss, and Essence Gaming chose first pick. So the map is Sky Temple. And that's where we're going shortly. Everybody said ready. We're just waiting. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about the teams while we wait. Currently, Essence Gaming is in spot number 5 in C West out of 13. And Team Training Wheels is in spot number 10. They've got 9 points so far, and if they get one more point, that puts them at a tie with spots number 7, 8, and 9. So basically, everybody's tied for spot number 7. And Essence Gaming has 14 points, so that is significantly more. Oh, here we go. Game has begun. We are going to Sky Temple, as I mentioned, so let me switch over to that. All right, so we've got Essence Gaming picking their first ban here. I am curious. Deckard! We get a Deckard ban. That is an unusual ban, first ban at least. Unless they've got a strategy of choking out the healer or something on the side of Team Training Wheels. In response, we get an Anduin ban. Wow, healers are very popular. Second ban's coming out of Essence Gaming. Thank you so much, Crush, for the raid. I'm sorry the game started a little late, so everybody had to wait a few minutes. Looks like a few of them left, but that's okay. We get an ETC ban out of Essence Gaming. Fairly strong tank, especially with his ults. Both ults are pretty viable on this map, actually. All right, getting our second ban here. We got a Phoenix ban. Ooh, of course, we get a first pick Johanna. She is a amazing tank, so of course she gets first picked, if not banned. So my husband's cooking and he's making stuffed peppers for dinner, and oh my god, they smell so good. And I'm waiting for them to be ready. And it's like the smell is wafting into here. Oh, incredible. All right, we get a Diablo and a Rainer out of Team Training Wheels. I wonder why they picked Diablo so early.
It is time.
Ooh, Zool. Zool and Tassadar. Power combo right there. Third round of bands coming out. Kalpas band. That's an odd band considering the fact that they've already picked a Tassadar. I don't know what to think of that. Is that not strange, or is it just me who thinks that's strange? And we get a Li Ming ban out of Essence Gaming. I think they've sort of choked themselves out of some mages here, Team Training Wheels. We get a Sonya pick. Ah, Sonya. And a Lily pick. Sonya's my love. I love Sonya. I say this every time somebody picks Sonya, and I'm so happy. All right, we get a Stukov, Stukov pick out of Essence Gaming. And we're about to see what their last person will be playing. Jurjur says that it's odd that Ailish isn't healing. Is it? Does he usually heal? Maybe they're missing one of their damage or their offlaner. We get a Zul Jin pick. Ooh, and an instant Zagara lock. They are not going for a mage. Or, well, I suppose... I don't really consider Zagara a mage, but, you know. But she is a strong character overall. Hi, Bones. Here we go. Game starting soon. All right, here we go. On the left-hand side, let me introduce the teams. We've got Team Training Wheels here on the left. We've got Giggleshmack on Rainer, Ouija on the Lily. We've got Mongoose on Diablo, Larson on Sonya, and Jason on Zagara. And on the right-hand side, we've got Essence Gaming. We've got Apocalypse on the Stukov, Ailish on the Zul, Tin on the Zul Jin, Adrian on the Tassadar, and Studley Dudley on the Johanna.
3, 2, 1.
It's just a funny name.
Let your battle begin.
All right. Sweet Lou saying, does APOC even heal? I don't know. Ailish or Adrian usually heal. Ooh, this is going to be interesting then. They're trying something new. Both teams are avoiding a fight, looks like. take a look at their talents so far. Of course, Tassadar started stacking already. And both teams have rotated to the bottom lanes. Tassadar getting a lot of good stacks here. He got 2 that time, so that's 10 stacks. Ooh, a lot of damage going out into that Diablo. So close to dead. Steady Belly is taking a lot of damage. But now the team is rotating back to mid, presumably. I expect them to start on this camp shortly. It looks like Johanna and Stukov are the ones doing the camp, which is a very strange choice. Usually it's a DPS and a healer. Right, Tassadar is joining them. In the meantime, Zul'jin's just being careful. Cleared that wave out, and now heading bottom. Both teams have their siege camp right here. We've got 4 members of the red team and only 3 of the blue team. Looks like Zul is doing some double soaking or so because he's up here in the middle lane fighting Raynor. The team gets to be a little more aggressive since they are higher on numbers down here. Looks like Zul went back top. Ooh, Sonya taking tower damage. It is really painful this early on. Alright, it looks like somebody on the red team knows that Diablo's there, or somebody on the blue team was warning Diablo. I'm not sure what that ping was. Ooh, Zul is taking so much damage here. And, ooh, look at that. Giggle Schmack comes in, but unfortunately Zul still had his shield, so no kill. Blue team captures this mid-temple, and now the red team's contesting it. We've got 3v2. Stukov coming in. Slowing down that Raynor. Nice slow gets Tassadar his stacks. Got the entire red team here in the middle, leaving the top temple to Sonya. Looks like Zagara is not stopping that push though. She is pushing bottom hard, and there is no answer to her right now. Looks like Zul is rotating down to deal with her, but not before she gets that, at least the wall, the gate. But I think she could have gotten that top tower too. She just stuck around a tiny bit longer. Gerger says that Ailish needs to be double soaking and the rest 4-man bot. Ooh, so much damage on the Sonya. Almost dead. Not quite. Looks like Ailish is sitting around in the bottom lane, which is fairly unusual, I suppose. Usually the 4-man rotation will get the bottom and mid lane. I'm not sure what their plan is right here. We've got the red team getting their bruiser camp. The blue team has not started on theirs yet. But we've got Zagara. Ooh, getting a Zul'jin kill. Go Zag. Of course, Zul'jin does not have Tazdingo yet, or else she would be dead. Once, if he picks that ult, she cannot do that same move again, because he would just Tazdingo and kill her. Got Tassadar picking up this camp. Looks like he's doing it by himself, but his healer's about to get here. Nice, checking the bush. Looks like Ailish is getting a little adventurous here, but the blue team has 2 people defending the top from that bruiser camp. And in the bottom lane, the blue team is has sent Sonya to deal with this minion wave, as well as that Merc camp.
In my
Blue team's going for their camp now, and they're trying to have it push while everybody's fighting over this bottom objective. Got a good push here for the red team in the middle lane as well as in the bottom lane.
my magic flows through
This is looking pretty risky
the guardian.
for the blue team. I mean, their lanes are pretty pushed out, and if they don't respond soon, they will lose that fort, the bottom one. Actually, it looks like they don't care. They are just going to send Zagara top to trade, and that is a perfectly fine play for them. They can get that fort and still have that Merc camp pushing, which will force the red team to go back, or else they will get some damage onto this keep wall. So for now, they're just fighting down here, skirmish. Nothing super serious. Blue team does need to be careful though. Looks like Zul has rotated away though, so it doesn't matter. Now it's a 4v4. Zul is going top to deal with the Zagara. And just as I said, she got so much value. She got that entire keep wall. That is worth a lot more than the red team was able to get with that temple. But now she may be in some danger. Just gotta run, 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 Zagara! And she makes it out in time. Perfect timing there. Zagara rotates bot lane now to deal with this push here. Split pushing pretty well for her team. There's Zul'jin coming in for her, but she manages to make it out. Both teams are still avoiding a fight here. Looks like the red team is going for this fort, however, which will put them ahead on structures. Although I would argue that a keep wall is still more important than this half-dead fort. Both teams on an even talent tier here. Looks like Johanna accidentally started the boss. They back out. They do not have their entire team here. Zul was still in the middle lane. That is a fast rotation though. He can be there in a moment. And there he is. Wondering if the blue team is trying to pick a fight here, because that's all 5 members of the red team. Everybody's playing a little timid. Johanna's in a bit deep. Ooh, out comes that leap. That Sonya's taking so much damage, gets rooted by the Zul. And the blue team is all very low. They did manage a kill on that Johanna, but they now have to back off because that 4-man, all very healthy, could kill them and turn that fight around. So they're just happy with their 1 kill, and they're heading off. Zagara is likely going to the top temple. They trade off temples here. This is not great for the blue team, because whoever is ahead on structures wins the game if you just keep trading temples. Look at that fort go down. Ooh, red team making a play, going for the boss here. Oh wow, I wonder. Oh, blue team uses that opportunity to go in and kill Zul. Lots of interesting stuff. It looks like the red team backed off of the boss. A little late though. I mean, at that point they might as well have just stuck around. Down goes Stukov. Larson going in. That Johanna is being body blocked pretty professionally right here. Lily ult comes out to heal her very low team. Zagara is still split pushing top, and they've got a pretty big wave going for this top keep right here. Zul is back up and is now responding to her. it is a 4v3 down here in the bottom lane.
Slay.
Zul does manage to kill that Zagara. I think she probably should have backed off a little sooner. She did not get very much damage onto that keep, so likely was not worth it. Ooh, Lily caught a little far out, but she makes it out. She's got fast feet after all. Both teams going for their bruiser camps here. Also, hello and welcome everybody on stream. I see we've got a few new viewers. We are currently in game number 1 of Team Training Wheels against Essence Gaming. So far it's looking pretty even, but Team Training Wheels has a slight XP advantage. Looks like they are going for their bruiser camp. I wonder if they're going to try for an invade, since they do have their level 16s. Looks like they heard me. Ooh, look at that! Tassadar ult coming out, trying to save himself, but my goodness, I don't think he's gonna be able to. And down goes Tassadar. That was unfortunate for Zul'jin and Tassadar to be there alone by themselves. That was not a great choice. If anybody's gonna be by themselves, it should probably be Zul. We've got Zagara dealing with the top bruisers, while the blue team is going for the boss. I think the red team must realize at this point that something's going on, but they are not doing anything about it. And boss goes to the blue team. In comes that Sonya, very aggressive. Team Training Wheels is taking this top temple here, so even though they used to be behind on structures, they are no longer behind on structures. They're actually 4-3. This one just needs like, there we go, it's down. But taking the top temple is really good for the blue team because they get to take this keep. And that is way more important than the fort or here, we're just losing keep walls. Not many people dealing with a boss over here, just Zul'jin at this point, it looks like. He's gotten bottom tower. Stukov's pretty low, if the blue team can find him. Ooh, Zul dies. I completely missed that. Was that a Sonya kill? Nope, that was a Lily kill. Okay. Blue team playing pretty adventurously here. This temple has gone completely to the blue team now. All done. And now we've got all 5 of the blue team here thinking about an engage, I suppose, in the middle lane. But the red team has to withdraw and make sure that they are closer to their walls. We are now at 2 structures to 3. And this keep, I mean, it doesn't have much protecting it anymore. Looks like the blue team is going to go for that bottom keep. Look at that Zul'jin caught pretty far out. He's not scared. He's not scared at all. The entire red team is back up, so I guess they didn't have very much to fear there. But I think that Zagara does. Just gotta be careful. These camps are going to be up soon. 10 seconds for this siege camp right here. And Lily is all by herself. Far out here. I don't know what she's doing. Oh my goodness, why is she here? Will she make it? Ooh, look at that leap. 4-man leap and the Diablo stun. Oh my god, that was great bait. I can't believe she survived that and they got a kill out of it too. That was some very interesting Lily play. I would not recommend you do this at home though. She got very lucky. We've got some damage going into that Johanna. Blue team's still pretty healthy so far. Silence zoning out the rest of the blue team. I think she's playing tank Lily. It's so funny. All right, we've got Zagara up here in this for this temple, going for this temple. If the entire red team collapses on her, she might be in danger, but she's got her Nidusworm right there, so she can run away if needed. Looks like without knowing where the red team is, that is what she decides to do. Smart move. Until her team, the rest of her team rotates up to the top lane. Now they have vision of the red team, including the fact that Zul is in the bottom lane, so they know they have the numbers advantage here. It is 5v4. They're going to go ahead and get that temple. Now more damage is going into this keep, and then I think this one will get that keep down, and after that one more temple and the blue team will win. Team Training Wheels doing a pretty great job here. They are going for their bruiser camp. I think there's nothing else to do on the map right now. Yeah, and down goes that keep. One more temple and it is GG for the red team. Everybody seems to be avoiding a fight. They are both on even talent tiers right now. I think the red team needs to make a play here because without a team fight where they wipe the blue team, they are just going to lose this game. Blue team. There's a boss up. Perhaps the fight will be over the boss. Johanna checking bushes for her team. Great job. Everybody's hiding. Red team is mostly just clearing lanes. I do have Johanna checking bushes though. Well, this is interesting. We're just watching the two teams at a stalemate, standing next to the boss, waiting for someone to get impatient.
The light of the sun grows within the temples. Soon they shall bask in my glory.
The red team really needs to do something right now, because all the blue team has to do is go 5 on one of these temples, and they will win. So I'm really looking to see the red team do something around here. Go for it. Johanna's a little by herself. May get... Oop, nope. They run away. Looks like the blue team is just going to go for the mid temple. But that is not going to be good enough. There are already 3 catapults on this core. And red team realizes that the blue team just went mid, so they all have to converge on them. But the blue team is playing chicken. Yeah, I don't know why they're playing so passively. It is very odd. And now we've got, I think this is it. They waited too long. Yeah, absolutely. This is it. GG. Team Training Whales took this one very comfortably. And I feel like Essence Gaming just played a little too passively here. Especially when you're down that many structures, you can't just play passively. You had to pick that fight and get those kills and rush that other enemy team's core, because like there was no other option. Just waiting was a loss. Well, Team Training Wheels takes that one. Congratulations. I've updated the score. Let's see. Let's take a look at those stats. Very interesting. The Zul'jin there had a lot of damage, but there was really only 1 kill from the entire red team. And it was actually Zul killing Zagara. So, so it wasn't even due to any of that Zul'jin damage. whereas the blue team had way less damage, more even here, but they managed to get those kills. All right, going to take a short break until we start up our next game. Okay, we are back. Don't see anything going on yet. Oh, yep, they chose first pick again. So it looks like Team Training Wheels, who picked Sky Temple and won on it, will be getting a map pick again. We are going to Tomb of the Spider Queen. I like that map. Waiting for everybody to get into this lobby. Ooh, I should also update that we are going to Tomb of the Spider Queen, chosen by Team Training Wheels. That was a really good game. I mean, it was a little painful to watch Essence Gaming be so passive, but apart from that, it was really nice to see Team Training Wheels really putting in that effort, and they came into that map with a strategy, the Zagara strat, and they executed wonderfully on it. So we know at least that Team Training Wheels will now be tied for 7th place with 3 other teams, at the very least, if they only get 1 point. But if they get 1 more, then they will be tied with, let's see, who will they be tied with? They will be tied with Resurgence of the Storm for spot number 6. All right, I blame Bones. There we go. Everything will be okay now. Any day now, they will start. They will tell us they are ready. All right, let's take a look at their record. We know what they've done so far, but let's see if they fought any teams in common. Where is? It looks like Team Training Wheels did get dominated by quite a few people, like Resurgence of the Storm. Who else? Amateur Opponents. I think I cast that one. Cosmos. Randy Newman. Better Than Bots. And that's it. And then they dominated, currently chasing Simuro and Clouded Mines and -10 armor. Wow, they had no 1 to 2 games. They were all dominations, either dominated or dominating. It's very interesting. As for Essence Gaming, they have had quite a few 1 to 2 games. They dominated any Oak League. They were dominated by Can't Counterpick Stupid, which is very interesting because Can't Counterpick Stupid is significantly below them in rank right now. They lost to Cosmos. They won against Randy Newman. And they were dominated by Better Than Bots. Alright, here we go. Draft. We are getting bans out of Essence Gaming again. We get a Sonya ban. I guess that's a respect to the Sonya from the last game. She was pretty strong. Although honestly, I really think the last game was a Gara issue, not so much a Sonya issue. But this is a fairly small map, so I suppose Zagara gets a little less value here with her Nidus Worm. She could always go Ma, though. We get a Phoenix ban, again, out of Team Training Wheels. I am looking forward to this game. I wonder if Essence Gaming is going to be able to pull this one back. And then we get a third game, which would be awesome. I love third games. We get an ETC ban. I think they also banned ETC last game. Wonder if we will see a Johanna ban. Johanna is very strong on this map. And a win! Nope, no Johanna bans here. So I'm guessing that is going to be a Johanna first pick. There we go, Johanna Studley Dudley. The Dudley just reminds me of Harry Potter. Like, that's all I can think of when I see Dudley. Ooh, we get a Kael'thas and a Deckard coming out of Team Training Wheels. I am looking forward to seeing that Kael'thas. I generally like the Kael'thas as a hero, especially in within the gold platinum ranks. He can be pretty strong. You don't often see him in higher ranked, like heroic division or so. But I don't know. I'm a Div D player, so I just like him. Alright, we get a Lucio and Urel. Urel. Urel is very strong if you have a good Urel player, so I am really looking forward to this. Every time you see a Urel game, it's always going to be interesting. We get a Tassadar ban. Do not want to deal with the Tassadar from last game, I suppose. We get a Diablo ban. Oh, tanks are pretty choked out here. No ETC, no Johanna, no Diablo. Will we see like a Mal'Ganis maybe? Or a Muradin? Mal'Ganis is probably not a great idea. Into a Urel. Ooh, we see a Malthael and a Raynor. Not sure how Malthael does into Urel. I'm guessing not great, but I'm not sure. I mean, Urel is just really strong. I don't know. She's hard to deal with, I would say. I play offlaner sometimes, but yeah, she's fairly challenging. Oh my goodness! We get a Li Ming Kel'Thuzad double mage. Holy moly, that is going to be a blow up team if I've ever seen one. We get an Uberak tank. Here we go. I will see you guys in a few seconds inside the game. Welcome back. Here we go, game number 2. On the left-hand side, we've got team training wheels. We've got Larson on the Malthael, Jason on the KT, Gilbushmak on the Raynor, Mongoose on Anubarak, and Ouija on the Deckard. And on the right-hand side, we've got Essence Gaming. We've got Adrian on the Li Ming, Tin on the Kel'Thuzad, Ailish on... what is that? Alright, never mind. Oh yeah, it's a Lucio. Like, I can't see. Studley Dudley on the Johanna again, and Apocalypse on the Urel. The Harley Quinn Urel. I love that skin. We've got an ace in the hole Raynor here. Looks like Kel'Thuzad is getting a start on his quest here. KTZ's gotten his 1 globe. Blue team's rotating to the top lane. Red team has already dealt with the top lane wave. Oh, but look at that Lucio blown up. He lingered a little too long, and the blue team took advantage of that. I don't think the red team should have left Lucio behind like that. Alright, got Ouija dealing with the red wave here. Of course, that means that KT missed that globe. Oh my goodness. And Li Ming gets blown up again. Or, you know, not again, but like a separate blow up. Oh wow. Blue team coming in strong. They are sticking together. They are doing that 4-man rotation pretty well. And right here, they've got a root coming out. It's going to catch a few people. And will that... oh my god, that Lucio had 75 HP! But they do not manage to finish that kill. It was a 4v3 briefly there, but they did not get the kill, and that's okay. They still got a lot of value there. At least debilitating the red team a little bit and scaring them off. I think, though, Essence Gaming really needs to not play scared this game like they did last game. Like, last game they were very passive, they were playing a bit scared. I don't think they can do that this game. Blue team slightly ahead on XP, as they've been doing their rotations pretty well, and they've gotten 2 kills. In the bottom lane, it looks like Malthael is actually doing quite well against Urel. He seems to be bullying her, actually. So, I guess that's one for Malthael is a good counter to Urel then, I suppose. Or maybe it's just the players, I don't know. Got the blue team has turn-in. And here they go, the last 3 are going in. And we get the first web weavers coming out of the blue team. Usually you see teams push top lane with the first web weavers if possible, because that is the boss lane. Oh! Gleaming orb to the face. Lots of damage going out on that KT. Blue team being sort of a little... Ooh, look at that. Johanna is dead. Well, you know, I was more worried about the red team blow up, but right now it looks like the blue team's doing a great job of blowing people up. Kel'Thuzad dealt with the top wave pretty easily. Urel is down here dealing with the Malthael and the Web Weaver. He's doing a great job. Feels like the red team is still in this kind of a defensive position right now. They do have enough for turn-in, so they really should be heading there. The red team is now finally turning in. Blue team is trying to interrupt it, but there's only mongoose here, so I'm not sure there's much they can do. Oh, well, he was waiting for his team to come by. Now they've got more people here. Ooh, Pickle Schmack was in a pretty scary spot there. He just did that one attack and left because obviously otherwise he would be dead. Got Malthael picking up the bottom camp here for the blue team. And the red team has still not been able to turn in. They are being very aggressive, and oh my goodness, that Kel'Thuzad gets smoked. He drops his 18 gems, and they were not all picked up. Down goes the Lucio. Blue team being very aggressive. And doing well with it, too. Blue team manages to get this mid fort here with their bruiser camp. And they seem to be rotating towards the top lane. They almost have turn-in themselves. They are missing 8 more gems. Make that 6. And the red team does have turn-in as well, but they are pretty scared of the blue team right now. Johanna trying not to spread the bomb. Got the entire blue team up here now, pushing for this fort. And in the bottom lane, the red team's Urel manages to get to sneak that turn-in while Malthael was distracted trying to push top lane with his team. Well played by Urel. Let's see if the red team can regain some ground here. Blue team waiting in a bush. They get pulled out by that Johanna. Red team abandons that top lane, goes instead to push the middle lane. Ooh, Malthael gets caught out. Oh my goodness, it would be some kind of miracle. Nope, there are no miracles. Malthael dies. Caught out in a bad position there. And I guess the blue team was expecting the red team to push top or mid here so that they don't, so that the blue team won't have as much of an advantage. But the red team is going for the bottom fort, and they managed to get it. In the meantime, the blue team is going for this top fort. Very brave. But they back out before the red team can get here. Red team has an immediate other turn-in again, as does the blue team. Blue team is pretty close, getting pretty close to level 13 though. If they can get that advantage and then push the red team into a fight, that will be very good for them. The blue team manages to get their turn in, and about to get level 13 as well. So the red team will have to be careful here not to take any fights that they can't afford to take. We get an ult on the Deckard, but that Kel'Thuzad is too far out. Takes a lot of damage, backs out a bit. We get a good Deckard ult there. Stay a while and listen, but nothing is really happening. Nobody's taking enough damage to die, or even almost die. Malthael's by himself down here though. Bullying that Yrel a bit.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Blue team manages to get that top fort. And we've got a cocoon going out on the Johanna. Let's see if they can get that kill. Oh my god, she is melted so fast. Down goes Johanna, drops her 20-something gems, which Ailish picks up, but not without risking his life. Yrel has to back off of the bottom lane here, as Malthael is still doing great, pushing this out. And now we are 3 structures to 5. Ooh, Kel'Thuzad! No! That is a dead Kel'Thuzad, and now likely a dead Lucio, with so many gems. Li Ming, can you get them? She manages to pick them up. I think she could have been dead too. That was a dangerous play. But if she can get a turn-in for her team, this might help them turn the tides. They are around 2 levels behind now, and it is not looking good at all for Essence Gaming. In the meantime, the blue team has decided to take the boss. There's really not much challenging them here. They're about to hit 16, and the red team has just gotten to full team. Ooh, this is a rough game for Essence Gaming. If they lose this one is going to be a domination. Let's see what the boss can do. Probably not much since the blue team has left it alone, as the red team did manage to get their web weavers. It is still putting some damage into that keep, surprisingly. Despite being fought off by this web weaver as well. Got the red team pushing in, the blue team pushing in here. Getting rid of those web weavers before they've even gotten to forts. Blue team is looking to ambush someone, maybe? I'm not sure why. They're just checking the bush. Red team is nowhere near here. So the blue team can safely go in and get rid of that last web weaver. Alright, blue team has turn-in. So many gems. Red team cannot take a fight, as they do not have 16s. I'm not sure why the blue team decided to go for the booster camp right now. Perhaps they want to have it pushing with the web weavers that they are about to summon, probably. The red team Kalfazad is on the bottom lane by himself instead of the Rel, which is a little odd since he is very, very squishy. Ooh, Lucio gets cocooned, and that is likely going to be a dead Lucio. And am I right? Am I right? No, I am not right. Lucio makes it out. That is some kind of miracle. Mongoose is so low though. He goes down. And that was incredible. The blue team loses a member, manages to kill that Lucio eventually. But yeah, it's 1-1. They had a pretty big advantage there, and they were not able to turn it into a full team wipe. Those blue web weavers are pretty much almost dead anyway. Let's see if they can do a little more damage to this keep. Not very much. Oh, Urel was looking at danger here, and she used her ult. It is a very long cooldown, that ult, so perhaps not the best idea to use it there when the team was not engaging and her healer was almost there. The team's going for their bruiser camp. They are now on even talent tiers, but the blue team has a significant head start and will likely get to 20s first. I would like to see the blue team get a little more aggressive once they get to their level 20. Red team's sticking together, trying to take out those waves. Push them out as much as possible. They do need to deal with this summer camp down here, and it looks like that's exactly what they're doing. Blue team does not have turn-in, so while the red team is busy down here, looks like they are going to be pushing for that keep in the top lane. Or are they? I'm not sure why they're playing so timidly. Ah, they are going for disrupting the turn-in here by the red team. The red team wants to take this fight before the blue team can reach level 20. Fortunately, that Kalfazad ult did not land. I mean, it landed technically, but it didn't do anything for the red team. Oh my goodness, Mongoose takes like an orb to the face and it is huge. Takes a big chunk of his health out. In the meantime, we get a zoning ult from Jason. Mongoose coming in. Taking another orb, but this one doesn't hurt by as much. Blue team has successfully fended off the red team's turn-in for now. And boss is up. Are they going for it or are they just baiting it? What do you guys think? We've got their level 20s. Team Training Wheels is now probably looking for that fight. But red team is not going for it. There we go. They're pushing in, trying to get the red team. That's a lot of gems on that URL. If I were her, I'd be turning in. Blue team is not there to interrupt her, so these will be the red web weavers coming up. I am not happy right now. I feel like Team Training Wheels needed to do something, but they've been playing a little passively, and I know that, you know, when you're ahead, you shouldn't take risky plays, but you do need to make a move at some point instead of letting them catch up. Got the entire red team pushing top lane, and Maltha is dealing with the web weavers in the bottom lane. Forts at this point are not that scary anymore, so it is likely this fort will be dead shortly. We get an ult on the Raynor, Kel'Thuzad diving a bit deep, and he gets cocooned. Oh, this is not good for Kel'Thuzad. When he comes out of that, he's likely dead. There he goes. Get a silence on that Lucio. We've got the shields coming out, but it only gets Adrian and Lucio. Johanna is trailing behind the team here, taking a lot of damage. Burel, though, is in real trouble, and down she goes. Well, this better be a big, bold move from the blue team. Alright, they are going for boss. Personally, I would have probably gone for something a little more ambitious first. But I can play pretty aggressive. The red team just got their level 20s, evening the playground a little bit more. Doesn't look like the blue team's pushing with their boss though, so that will be a wasted boss unless they get here. Alright, looks like they are coming in for that fight. Look at all that damage going in, and Lucio dies in like a second. Boss gets that keep, and I think this is likely to be the end of the game. A domination for Team Training Wheels. If the red team cannot pull something off here. And it's looking pretty bad. Oh, so much damage, but they managed to kill the Malthael. That was amazing. But down goes Li Ming. Oh my goodness, Johanna dies like two yards away from the home, and the boss is getting the core. GG. Well played by Team Training Wheels, taking this domination. Wow. That was an unexpected turn of events, I suppose, for Essence Gaming. I wonder what's going on with them. Let's take a look at those stats. Ooh, look at that damage out of Kael'thas. Like, so much more damage than the Li Ming was able to get. And Kel'Thuzad got, like, pretty much nothing. He did a lot of siege damage, mostly to minions, I suppose. But still, that is not a well-stacked Kel'Thuzad, and hence not much damage coming out of him. Well played by Team Training Wheels. Actually, well played by both teams. And GG's. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't already, please take a moment to follow up there and or subscribe. And I will see you in my next cast. No interview for tonight, but maybe next time. Bye.